What's up, guys? Dimebot here again with some more Elite Dangerous. Now, Frontier have just wrapped up their 2.4 stream not too long ago, and we got a lot of information out of it. First and foremost, the patch is coming out on September 26th. Yes, it is just 2 weeks away, a little less than that actually. 2.4 will be coming on September 26th. We got a nice little lore recap for the Thargoids today, basically going back over the history of them pulling humans out of hyperspace, finding the mysterious artifacts, the meta-alloys, a lot of interesting stuff there. And we got a little bit of information about some other stuff in 2.4. They wouldn't say whether or not the engineers would be modified to cut down on RNG some. Didn't want to tell us about that. We are going to get some easier to use inbox functionality, filters, things like that. And new weaponry, which they said was going to be part of a, quote, arms race. Also, Thargoids won't show up in power play. The Type 10 is not a Panther Clipper. Colonial development is ongoing, and exploration will be talked about more at Frontier Expo. They said there's going to be a lot more transparency from the devs at Frontier Expo, more interactions, and they really want to, show us what they're going to do about working on the core features of the game. Things they've said they're going to do, going back over the missions and maybe upgrading that, changing exploration, things like that. But the real meat of it was this cinematic short they showed, talking about or showing off how aegis the alliance between the superpowers to gather intelligence on the Thargoids and coordinate a future arms race against them. They showed a cinematic short using the in-game assets where they're testing out some new weaponry against them. You've got a little squadron going out there, and they have a new countermeasure which is effective towards the Thargoids, and in the trailer they actually show it stopping the pulse that the Thargoids have been using to disable our ships. They also try a new type of missiles out on the Thargoids and do some pretty significant damage. At one point, the person manning the weapons in the trailer says that the Thargoids' biosigns have been knocked down to 50%, and then they start healing. That's right, the Thargoid ship is effectively healing itself. And then it fires a swarm of these crazy looking missiles that just start hammering into the human ships, and the trailer cuts there with the date. Now there's some interesting things to note in this trailer. One, the ship is referred to as a Thargoid Interceptor, a Cyclops variant, and this is the ship that we've been seeing pretty much the only ship we've seen from the Thargoids, so it suggests that, like the humans, the Thargoids may have a wider variety of ships out there. Also interesting to me is the fact that they refer to it as biosigns. If we were talking about a human ship, we of course be dealing with, hull damage and things. We've known the Thargoids are more than likely going to be biological in nature this time around, and this confirms that they are. It heals itself. It's referred to as biosigns. Also interesting is the fact that the human shields seem to not even slow down the Thargoid weapons. It was like they weren't there. I understand, when you play the game, you don't always see that the shields might be stopping a little bit of the missile's impacts, but they just appeared to plow right through. Like, they just impacted directly on the hull. It was pretty scary looking. It was pretty intense. It's interesting that it's been done all in-game. Now, they did go out of their way to say that this cinematic short, it does not mean that 2.4 is going to have voiceover. So it's just something they did for this. I hope they do more of them. It was pretty good. Probably going to be picking the trailer apart for a while yet, but those are kind of the high points. There's a lot of good stuff in it, and it's actually a really good trailer. In fact, I recommend that you guys go watch it. I'll put a link in the description down below, but it looks pretty interesting. I can't wait for the 26th of September. Let me guys know what you think. What are your theories about what else we might see, because these are going to be gradual rollouts. It's not going to be all the content in one lump like it has been in the past. There's going to be beats where they start showing us new things. We're not going to get everything all at once. We will interact with Thargoids from day one of the patch, but not everything will come out all at once. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you enjoyed the video, hit like. It really, really helps out, and I'll see you guys next time.